Yo, what's happening? Welcome to PS Keep It Real. Before we get started, I just gotta thank all my subscribers, all my supporters. I thank y'all for following me and interacting with this journey. It has meant more than anything. Like, I'm so serious. Like, thank y'all so much. But before we get into this topic, I gotta ask y'all how to hit that notification bell. Hit that bell, y'all. Hit that bell. Whenever I'm posting, you will be notified. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on all platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We out here. Follow me. So tonight we gonna get into a Q&A. I had people tapping in, asking me all type of questions. Nothing was off limits. Cause here at PS Keep It Real, we gotta keep it real. We gotta be 100 always, 24/7, cause that's the motto here. So before we get into it, y'all are loved. If nobody told y'all today, y'all are loved by me. I love everybody. Regardless of the situation, y'all are loved and y'all are appreciated. If nobody told you today that you are appreciated, I'm telling you. So here with your host, Alexis, she's telling you right now, you appreciate it for sure. So let's get into it. So the first question we have here, I'm gonna make every question anonymous, so I don't want to put nobody on front because there's some serious questions out here. But the first question I got was, what is your max to cutting off a friend? I think my max is if a person burned me. I feel like if you stab me in my back talking to somebody I'm talking to, or I can't trust you in my house, my crib, and you stealing from me, I think that's ultimate cutoff. I won't even want your negative energy around me. I think that's so important because there's a lot of negativity out here. And we need to get into it. I just want y'all to know there's so many different forms of negativity. And if a person is not pouring energy into you, it's time to cut them off. Cut them off. Let's get them out of here. Flag on the plate. They're done. Done for sure. That's my opinion. So the second question, do you believe in being friends with someone after they burn you, like giving a second chance? I think that's God. I think that's God's choice. God gives second chances. I don't. It depends. It has to be the ultimate disrespect. Like the ultimate. I don't give second chances. I learned too much in my life experiences. Been 30 now. I'm 30 now. But being 30, I've learned that there's always somebody else out there that's not going to treat you like somebody in the past did. There's always people out here that has better energy and better respect and better morals. And they are loving in their own way that you can trust yourself around them. Like you can trust yourself with them. You feel safe around them. So yeah, I don't give second chances. Well, I do in the sense that it depends on the person. It depends on what they did, but not necessarily, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, no, I cut you out of my life for a reason. Why would I pick that thing back up? It's a no. The third question is, do you believe in love at first sight? I think I do. I didn't believe in it until like maybe like 8 years ago, because you can love somebody like as a friend, love at first sight, but I think that involves relationships. So I never believed in it until about 8 years ago. It's definitely different. It's definitely different. Something I wasn't used to. So I kind of like tapped into that. So just seeing, it's been all right. It's been all right. What is your opinion on men sacrificing more from women? We need to get some counseling in here, because that came from a man. And how I feel about men sacrificing more, I feel like all relationships, sometimes relationships aren't 50-50. Sometimes they are 50 whatever. Like, it just depends. Like, you have to go in a relationship saying like, hey, this is what I can bring to the table and what can you bring to the table. But if y'all feel like y'all can be on one accord, like sometimes you just gotta see those red flags and keep it to pushing. But when it comes to if a man or a woman feel like they're giving 100 every single time, it might be time to sit down and have that conversation. If y'all can't come on common ground, it's time to go ahead. We cutting them up today. It's time to go ahead and hit the door. It's time to go ahead and get up out of there. What do people misunderstand about me? Thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate that question. I think people misunderstand that I have the best heart. I try to love and I try to give respect. But when I raise my voice, I'm not angry. I'm not aggressive. Like, I get called aggressive a lot. I'm just passionate. I'm really passionate about how I feel. And if I feel like I'm getting attacked, I'm going to defend myself. But I'm going to defend myself in a way of me and explaining why I said what I said or why I feel the way that I feel. I'm not going to sit here and be yelling, throwing F-bombs, be this. Like, I don't have to do all that because that's not even the person that I am. I just like for my voice to be heard. Because at the end of the day, only you going to speak up for you. And I'm not going to let nobody mistreat me, period. I'm not. I don't care who you is. Like, I learned to stand up for myself and I refuse to allow anybody else to mistreat me and my heart. So I stay protected at all times. So what's misunderstood about me is you just got to get to know me. My personality is a little strong, but once you in there, you in there. We for life, for sure. What's your favorite love language? My favorite love language. And it's like words of affirmation, physical touch, giving gifts. I think it's a couple more. Them are the main ones I know because they're the main ones that people really talk about. But I think physical touch is my love language. Sometimes I just gotta feel like I want to feel you close. You know, sometimes I just want to hold your hand or something like that. Like, yeah, we could be sitting in the same room, but words of affirmation, I don't need motivation every day or to tell me I look good or tell me I'm beautiful. I don't need that. Definitely don't. And I don't need gifts. I got my own money. I don't really need gifts. So I don't think that ever like played a part in my life. So physical touch is everything because a person could be attracted to you and want to touch you, but a person cannot be attracted to you and not even want to be near you. So to be physical sometimes, it feels good, you know, hand on the shoulder, put your hand on my back, rub my back sometimes. Like, that's it. So, getting into this next question. What's your favorite moment in life so far? Dang, what's my favorite moment? I don't know. I have no idea what's my favorite moment. What's my favorite moment that I have experienced so far? I got so many favorite moments. I think the best moment that I had so far was getting a chance to see my son. I think that moment I actually got to touch him was everything. I think that was like in my mind, I literally had to ask myself, yo, did you just have this kid? Like, my mom was like doing two different things, but it was pretty cool. Like, it was different. I never experienced that before in that sense. But it was pretty awesome. So I think I think that tops everything. Every other moment. Besides, like, my mother used to take me like different places all the time. Like, every month, I swear, like, we went to an event growing up, like monster trucks and Disney on Ice. Like, I had all those experiences growing up. So I thought that was pretty cool because we went every year. But other than that, I think my son was my favorite memory. So the next question is, what makes you feel inspired? What makes me feel inspired? I think me. I think I push myself so much on finding my own inspiration within myself because sometimes I feel like I don't have enough support. Sometimes I feel like I have to be my person that say, yo, wake up, brush your teeth, let's find something to do today. Let's not hang out. Let's do something. And I push myself to go back to school. I'm currently in school getting a bachelor's. And I'm so proud of myself, man. I'm so proud of myself. Like currently, I've been in school for a while now. Haven't told nobody. But I'm in school now, and it's definitely has been a great inspiration, and I'm definitely like super proud of myself, like super proud of myself. And thank you for allowing me to experience my secret. I'm in school getting a bachelor's degree. So, how do you deal with grief is the next question. When I find that answer, I definitely will answer that because I'm actually dealing with grief, and grief definitely changed me. This time around, grief definitely, it kind of made me become standoffish a little bit, and I'm not the same. I'm not the same person that I was before I experienced it, and I'm working on it. So I will get back to you on that question. So the next question is, how do you rebuild your self-esteem? I think self-esteem should start within yourself, because a lot of people, when they talk about self-esteem, they kind of depend on other people. Like, you need other people to tell you, yo, you're doing a good job, and yo, you woke up, I'm proud of you. Oh, you're learning new things. Like, some people need other people to encourage them to be better people. And when it comes to yourself, I feel like you need to be a team of you. Like, listen, you came in this world alone. You need to look out for you, because only you know how you want to be loved, and you know what your triggers are. You have to learn you. You have to love you enough to build your self-esteem, to say, yo, I need to do better for myself, and you have to do better. You actually have to take steps, but the first step to doing better, you have to acknowledge where you need to do better at. So I think that's so important. Like, you literally gotta just figure it out by yourself. Figure it out. I believe in you. I believe in you, and I believe that you can get it done for sure. Ask me any day at an hour, I'll tell you the same thing. I believe in you. You just gotta work on you, and you gotta do it for you, because only you are going to win by yourself. If you do it alone, and get that grind in yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself, and don't get in a relationship if you feel like you don't have self-esteem, and if you feel like your self-esteem, because sometimes that is draining when you lack so much. You have to walk in with your head high. You have to be strong. So it's important to do that, because you can't be lacking. You got to do better. You got to acknowledge you got to do better. So the next question is, what advice can you give someone with growing pains? Growing pains. A lot of people think growing pains are differently. So there's different type of growing pains, and I think that's a deep question. We're going to have to get into that one later, because that could definitely go left, like 100%. So we're going to come back to that question. So what is the best advice you have ever gotten? I think I just gave y'all the best advice I have ever gotten. You came in this world alone. You got to push yourself. You have to be self-motivated, and you have to be self-driven. You literally, sometimes you may wake up and have a bad day, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you need to get in the mirror and say your name. I believe in myself, and I'm going to do better, and I'm going to be better for me. And I think that's it. That's what I got, and I believe that changed my life, like, definitely, because depression, I have you laid up in the bed 24 hours, can't eat, can't sleep, losing weight. But to get that motivation, and you got to get that strength within, you got to just get up and do it. Just get up. It'll make a difference, I promise. What's the difference between love and lust? My opinion. Who asked this question? Jesus. What's the difference between love and lust? I think when you lust somebody, you just want to have sex with them. I think it comes with when you overly flirting with somebody, like you're so just infatuated, you so just drowned in with their physical appearance, or what they, a person lick their lips and you're just so infatuated with the ideal of you just want to have sex with them, and that's all you want. I think that comes off as real lustful. Like if you literally walking down the street with your husband or wife and you're looking at other people, you're lusting at other people. I think that's what that is. And when it comes to love is when you find genuine love. Let's say that genuine love. When you find genuine love, you'll give a shirt off your back, give them the shoes, and you will jump out for them whenever they need you. Like you will pick up the phone no matter what time they call, even if y'all lived in the same household. You are there 24/7. Like you can be that person just when they need somebody to hold on. That's love. That's deeper than relationship love. Like when you genuinely love somebody, you would do whatever. But you can't be blind with love, because love can be blind sometimes. If you see them flags, y'all need to start being honest with yourself. Yo, that person got some flags and it's time to have an evaluation. So you got to know the difference between love and lust. Definitely stop lusting at the people too. Stop lusting and get your life together. But find genuine love and genuine people in your life that you love enough and you care enough that you want them a part of your journey and your future and your goals. I think that's the difference. So next question. If you could go back to your 18-year-old self, what advice would you give yourself? Well, I'm 30, and if I was 18, I would tell myself stay in school. One thing about myself, a lot of people might not know, but I want to be a surgeon. I want to be a doctor. I have some serious medical goals, some serious ones. I want to be an orthopedic surgeon. If I would have stayed in school, I would be done right now. I'm 18. I would have been done. I'm 30. I would have definitely been in my field, and I think that's what I would have told myself. Stay in school and stay focused and don't be hanging with cliques, because at the end of the day, cliques die off sometimes. And even in sororities, people change. You grow up, you have a different mindset, and you just feel differently, and it's okay, because it's a part of the growing process. So you definitely got to change and you got to grow up. Next question. Let's go. What brings you joy? What brings me joy? I think doing this podcast, because it's so different. It is so different. This is my first time on this type of journey, and I have definitely connected with some funny people, some people that I feel like I could bring them into my inner circle, but it's a trial and error period. Hey, I give people 30 days to know exactly what type of people they is, what type of person they is. So, but I have met some great people. I have connected with people. I have people that reached out and told me how positive I am and how they feel that I'm being genuine with them. And I think that's the goal here. And being in school brings me joy. Sitting behind the computer, I know sometimes, honey, baby, I got to write a 4-page paper right now, and I'm still struggling. And it's okay to say that you're struggling. I'm struggling because this is new to me. I ain't true to this, but it's new to me. But I ain't got no choice when I got goals. So I got to do it. Woo. Next question. What is it like living with your spouse's parents? Or would you ever live with your spouse's parents? Honey, forget the question. I'm not living with my parents. I knew young that it was time to go. I knew that this is not what I wanted. I knew that I wanted a job. I knew that I needed a car. And I knew that I wanted to live on my own. Ain't nothing like having your own peace at home. And you got to turn your home into what you love. And I think that was pretty dope. Neon lights painting every room. Be creative and finding your inner space. I knew that I didn't want to live with no parents. I didn't care if they were grandparents, great-grandparents, and I'm the type of person, I don't even want roommates. I never wanted a roommate a day in my life. That's one thing y'all may not never know about me. Me, roommates, it's a no-go. It is a no-go. I can't do it. I don't even care if y'all paying 3/4 of the rent. I pass. I struggle and be in peace. I'm good. Next question. Do you believe in God, and how is your faith? Ooh, Y'all hit me in the gut with that one. Do you believe in God, and how is your faith? I do believe in God, and my faith changed. I'm not saying that I lost faith completely, but I feel like my faith kind of died down a little bit because I went through something really traumatic, and my faith in God changed, but I'm working on it. And I'm honest enough to say I'm working on it. Certain times we go through things that we can't fix or we can't take control of, and it's definitely something, and we can't control everything. We can't control all our environments and all our experience, but I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it. But man, this is the last question. And this person then sent me a whole gee wee willikers. Your identity. We gonna talk about it. Your identity, from where you from. Do you feel like you had to define yourself because you're from Chicago, Detroit, New York? Okay, I got it. Why do people feel like they have to be over the top because they're from these type of places? Why do you feel like you have to be so aggressive and so violent? And why every time you want to get into a fight, you got to represent where you're from? I think that comes with maturity. I think that sometimes people grow up in different environments and it becomes a part of a protective mechanism. Because if I lived in that state, everybody acts like that. But then when you move to the South, it's like people get mad because you act like that. But that's really how everybody acts, because that is just how it is. So some people in the South is real sensitive. So sometimes it's hard to explain to people like, yo, I'm not acting like I'm from Detroit. I'm literally, it's just it's a protective mechanism. It's just, yo, I'm going to defend myself. And if it comes off raw and wrong to you, that ain't how I feel. So it's like you have to get an understanding of who that person is before you judge them. Like, you can't just judge them, oh, they're loud, or oh, they got the swinging their hands, clapping their hands. Nah. That's just them defending themselves, and that's just the way that they are. And if you want to accept it, accept it. If you don't, you don't, because it's enough people in the world that you can cut them off. There's plenty of people in the world that you can find new people that's going to accept you for who you are and not going to tell you to change. So that's my opinion. And oh well. But I have to make this video come to an end. And I appreciate everybody who's listening and watching and subscribing. Like I said, click that notification bell. Subscribe to my channel on all platforms. Follow me, like everything. I love y'all. And welcome to PS Keeping It Real with your host, Alexis. Welcome. Because somebody got to do it. Peace.